Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode of Matthew Sports Talk. Today I am rocking the Black Panther hat. Going to go see Black Panther Wakanda Forever tonight. I might have like a movie review for you guys. We will see. We will definitely see. So yeah, I got this hat, and then also I got, it's kind of hard to see because of the font, but it says R.I.P. Chadwick on the side. It was right after he died, so I've been hearing good stuff about the movie. Supposedly it's a really nice tribute to him, so we will see. But to the news at hand. Starting off with my post-game reaction to the Wolves losing to the Suns 129 to 117 last night. Overall, a couple of good performances. Gobert back from COVID. He had 25 points and 11 rebounds. McDaniels, 24 points, 8 rebounds. Very surprising. Russell had 20 points. Pretty quiet night for Cat and Ant. 11 points each. They both were in foul trouble, so they both spent a decent amount on the bench. And then Noel had 14 points off of the bench. To sum it up, pretty much same shit, different game. 19 turnovers for the Wolves, and the Suns, 16 threes for the Suns. At this point, it's like, I don't even know if we know how to, win games. They have lost, I think it's 5 of the last 6 games, or maybe 4 of the 5 last games. I can't remember. No. They have lost 5 out of their last 6 games, with the only win coming against the Houston Rockets. This team is not a good basketball team right now. And they're not playing good basketball. They're playing bad basketball. It's so frustrating to watch because it's there's some little things that if they fixed, they'd be so much better for it. Ball control. Like I said, 19 turnovers. Some of that is, honestly, it's just being haphazard with the ball. Bad passes, bad transitions. It's just, and I get this is a young team, but they need to grow up. Because, unless the Timberwolves go out and trade for a veteran who can defend the 3, it's not going to happen this season. And not that I was expecting them to beat the Suns last night, but the Suns were also without Johnson and Chris Paul. And yet they scored 129 points. Yeah, Booker went off and also Bridges went off. But still, 129 points, and they had 2 players. Two significant players were injured. So, and now they go to Memphis and to Cleveland. I honestly don't see them beating either of those teams, the way that they're playing right now. So then that drops them to 5-9. It's not a good look, ladies and gentlemen. The Wolves need to figure it out. They've had enough time. The ball control issues stem from last season. I don't know how the hell they haven't figured it out yet, but they need to. So, anyway, that's depressing. Moving on. My week 10 picks for the NFL. Tonight, Thursday Night Football, Atlanta and Carolina. I'll take Atlanta by 4. Seattle and Tampa Bay in Germany und Deutschland. No, it's me pointing to the German football uniform. I give me the Seahawks by 4. Chicago and Detroit. Interestingly enough, an intriguing matchup because Chicago's offense is on the rise with Justin Fields, and Detroit coming off what they consider a big win against the Green Bay Packers. It's pretty much a toss-up for me, but I'm going to say Chicago by 3, since it is in Chicago. Tennessee and Denver, Tennessee by 7. Kansas City and Jacksonville. Kansas City plus 10. They should destroy Jacksonville. If they don't, something is wrong. Miami and Cleveland. Miami by 7. Giants and Houston. Giants by 7. Pittsburgh and the Saints. That's pretty much a toss-up. Both bad teams right now. I'm going to actually go with what I think is going to be the upset. I'm going to go Pittsburgh by 3. Raiders and Colts. Colts under the new management of Mr. Jeff Saturday. I'm sorry, I think the Raiders are going to be a little bit starving for a win, so I'm going to say Raiders by 4. Dallas and Green Bay. I'm going to say Dallas by 7. I think it's actually going to be a pretty defensive game. I think it's going to be low scoring, but I think Dallas is going to come away with a touchdown win. I'm just going to do score prediction. I'm going to say Dallas 21, Green Bay 14. Yeah, that's what I think. Rams and the Cardinals. Rams by 4, even though I don't really care. San Francisco and the Chargers. That might be a good matchup. I do have San Francisco by 4. I could go down to 3 and just say it's a toss-up for me, but that should be a good game. Philadelphia and Washington on Monday night. I'm going to say Philadelphia by 7. And then we got the Vikings, the 7-1 Vikings against the 6-2 Bills. Josh Allen's injury is making this a very, very, very difficult game to predict. Because, assuming, right now they say he's day-to-day. Assuming he plays on Sunday, he probably won't be at 100%. He'll definitely have to limit using that cannon of an arm he has. So he won't be 100% if he plays. If he doesn't play, we have a very fascinating storyline of the two components of the Minneapolis Miracle, that being Case Keenum, who is the Bills' backup quarterback, and Stephon Diggs going up against us. You can't tell me that's not an intriguing storyline. I would rather, there's been so much debate. There's a lot of people saying that we want Josh Allen because we want to beat Buffalo when they have their best and against us to show us if they are real. If we lose, it doesn't matter. On the other hand, some people like me want Case Keenum for the storyline. But at the same time, I know people have seen the fact that we have played 3 backup quarterbacks this season. So, while the odds might be better against Case Keenum over Josh Allen, it is what it is. It's a very intriguing matchup. So let me go through it. Our offense versus their defense, I'm going to say pretty even. They are missing some critical pieces on defense. So I think that gives us a little bit better edge over them. I still think it's pretty even across the board. Now, their offense versus our defense. If it's Allen, it's them all the way. If it's Keenum, it's still them, but it's a smaller margin. So that's what I will say about that. Special teams, I'm going to give it to Buffalo. It's their house. Coaching, Buffalo again. X Factor, Buffalo again. Actually, you know what? X Factor, I'm going to say even because of the whole Josh Allen of it all. So, I have 2 predictions. 1, if Allen plays. 2, if he doesn't. If Allen plays, I'm going to say it's going to be Bills 34, Vikings 24. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think. But if Allen plays, I think, because I don't think he will be at 100%. I think Bills 34, Vikings 24. If Keenum plays, I like our odds. Not a whole lot, but I like our odds. If Keenum plays, I say Vikings 27, Bills 24. Which makes me uneasy. Either way, I hate to say it, we're kind of due for a loss. And I think it'd be nice to get out of the way to a team that, as long as we contend, as long as we don't get blown out by them, I think it will be a good loss for us. And then hopefully set up set us up for the rest of the season. So we'll just have to wait and see. So yeah, that's this episode for you guys. Wolves play tomorrow night in Memphis. I may or may not watch it. It's to that point where it's kind of hard to watch Timberwolves games, especially if they're playing good teams. If I do watch it, I'll do a post-game reaction. If I don't watch it, then I'll just look at the stats and do a quick, 2-minute segment. So until then, see you guys.